In addition to text, WordPress allows you to upload and incorporate a variety of image, document, and audio files on your site. These different media files are managed by one centralized system and can be manipulated either from the system or from within posts or pages. All media files inside WordPress.com are handled under the Media Library, which you can find on the dashboard under Media Library. When you go to the Media Library, you'll see that this looks very much like the post editor or the page editor view. You can see all the media assets that are uploaded here. You can filter them based on different values. You can also sort based on author, what is attached to, and the date, and you can even do searches. For each of the items, you can either edit, delete, or view the item. If you go in and view an item, you're taken directly to the attachment page for that item. And this has to do with how WordPress handles media files. When you upload a media file to WordPress, it actually creates an attachment post for that media file so that you can find it and find information about it online. This is something a lot of people don't know, and it's kind of interesting how WordPress does this, but the attachment file contains all that extra information, like the title and the caption and other elements. You can also comment on attachment files or even like them if you want to. Looking closer at this view, you'll see you get information about these items. For example, you can see here that this image is a background image, so it's used for the website. Same with this one, whereas the top one here is a header image. So this tells you where these images are being used in the site. If you scroll further down, you'll see that many of these images are attached to posts. So you see the image over here in a thumbnail, the title, and then you see that it's attached to the simple image gallery on this date. What you normally use the image gallery for is to manage your media content and also to make changes to it. Let me show you what I mean. If we go to an element here, let's say I go to this Woman at Gallery image, I can open it, and from here I can make changes to the metadata associated with that image. I can go in and change the title, I can change the alternate text, or I can set a default caption. And this is really important. The title and alternate text of an image are permanent. That means whenever this image appears in a post or page, the same title and alternate text appear. If you go in and change the alternate text or the title at any time, that change is global throughout your site, which means anytime that image appears, that change will take effect. Whereas the default caption is exactly what it sounds like. It's a default caption. So if you put something into the default caption area, that default caption will appear anytime you add the image, unless you go in and change it in that post or page. If you change the caption in a post or page, that change will only appear in that particular post or page, not on all the other posts or pages where that image is featured. At the bottom, you have the file URL, and this is something you can change. That's why it's grayed out. The file URL is the actual physical location of the file you uploaded, and is a permanent one. So if you ever want to reference an image, let's say you want to add it to your sidebar, you may want to go in and find the file URL here and copy it out and paste it. If I copy it and open a separate tab and paste the URL in, you'll see I go directly to this image. When you're done making changes to the metadata of an image or another file, you should always click the Update Media File to ensure that those changes take effect. Clicking the Update Media File takes you back to the media library. So if you want to make further changes, you have to go and find the image again, open it, and then you can continue working. You may have noticed when you uploaded images to your posts that there was this button that says Edit Image directly under the thumbnail. This button also appears in the media library. And if we click it, you'll see that you open this new field where you can make changes to your image. Now there are some different options here. You can either rotate the image clockwise or counterclockwise. You can flip it vertically or horizontally. And there's the scale image option here. I recommend you don't use it because I find it doesn't really work all that well. If you want to scale images, you should really start off by creating the image the size you want in an image editing application and then uploading the image to your site in the size you want it. However, what does work really well is the cropping function. If you want to crop an image inside WordPress, all you have to do is place your cursor anywhere inside the image, click and drag. This creates a crop preview that you can resize in any way you want, Or if you want a specific aspect ratio, like I do, you can punch in the numbers here. So I want an aspect ratio of 1:1 so that I get equal width and height. And then if I want to keep resizing it, I'm going to hold down the Shift key and then grab a corner and pull. And you'll see that now the aspect ratio is retained until I get exactly the crop size I want. Then I'll move it around until I find the correct crop. And when I'm satisfied, to get the crop to work, I have to click the crop tool. It seems a little counterintuitive. You'd think that you would need to click the save button, but you do in fact have to click the crop tool. So click the crop tool, and the image gets cropped. Now I have to save the image. So I'll click save, and I now have a cropped version of that image. Just to be safe, I'm also going to click update media. And when I scroll down now, you'll see that the image has now been cropped. Now I want to add this new cropped version of the image to the post that the image is associated with. So I'm going to go over to Woman@Gallery, which is the post that this image is in. I'll click on it, and it takes me directly to the editor for that post. I'm going to find the image, and then I'm going to replace it with my new version. So I'll click on the image and delete it, and then I'll add the new image. So I'll go to Upload, Insert, Gallery, find my image, which is right here. It has all the information I need. I'll take the caption out, and then I'll click Insert into Post. And here you see I now have my new cropped image. I can update this, click View Post, and here you see I now have my nice, square, cropped image rather than the old one. The media library can also be used to upload new media. Let's say I want to upload a document. I can then go to Media and click Add New, and then I get the familiar Upload New Media box. Then I'll open a folder and find the file I want to upload, in this case a Word document, and I'll drop it in. Just like with an image, WordPress now creates an attachment file for my document. But because it's not an image, I just get this icon that shows it's a document. Here I can attach a title, a default caption for the document, and also a description for the document. And when I have all that filled out, I click Save Changes. Now the document lives inside my media library, just like all the images, and I can go to Posts, add a new post, give it a title, and then I go to Upload, Insert, Media Library, find my document, click Show, and click Insert into Post. What happens now is WordPress will insert a link pointing to that document. So if I publish this post, the visitor can go to the post, click the link, and download the document. Now you probably picked up in the beginning of this movie that I said that the media library allows you to manage images, documents, and audio files. But what about video? Well, inside WordPress.com, if you want to upload video files, you need to get the video upgrade. You can see there's a link to it right here on the media library, and you can also find it under the store if you want to. So if you go to the store, you see here we have something called VideoPress. VideoPress is the video upgrade that allows you to upload videos directly to WordPress. You only want to do this if you don't want to share your videos on a network like YouTube or Vimeo or something like that. If you want complete control over your videos, you may want to consider getting the VideoPress upgrade, or possibly the WordPress Value Bundle that also includes VideoPress. If you want to learn more about VideoPress, go to the store, click Learn More, and watch this great little video. It'll explain to you what VideoPress is all about, how it works, and it allows you to either buy it now or add it to your cart. Just like with posts and pages, WordPress has a dedicated system for managing all media assets on your site. Using the media library, you can do bulk uploads, manage existing assets, see where certain assets are featured, or delete them altogether.